Buying Wonderkids and regens is one of the most fun things to do in Football Manager, and a lot of people really enjoy doing their save in the English Premier League. However, work permits are becoming more and more annoying, and now the biggest impact on that, and that six-letter word that everybody hates to talk about, has really made it even harder. Brexit. My name is Omega welcome to the Omega Gaming channel. Today, I'm going to be helping you get those players you want to develop and grow into the future of your team a work permit as fast as physically possible. Instead, of course, of offering a player having their work permit rejected and then releasing the transfer from ever happening, I'm going to show you an alternative that will, I'm going to say 99% of the time, guarantee you a work permit on this version of the game anyway. We're still at the beta stage. I don't know whether this is going to be changed or not. But so far, 100% of the players that I have tried this on, it's worked. Before we get into this, thank you very much to my simulator, Tom Hines, for not only simulating this little idea, but also for coming up with the idea itself and kind of pinballing that with me. Tom is one of 2,000 people in the Discord, so please join the Discord. The link is down in the description. And he's also a Patreon member. And you could be too if you'd like some early access to some videos, if you want to sponsor players on the stream, if you want more awards, page.com/MegaLukeGaming. You'll be really helping support me as a content creator. And I can't thank you enough for that. So, work permits. Hate them. How we are going to show you this is going to be very simple. We have bought a variety of Wonderkids from different nations around the world, from South America, which is quite a popular place to buy regens, from Europe, in fact, in some of the biggest nations in Europe, and still we were unable to get a work permit. When we simulated the 1st of January, 7 times in a row, we had this as the result of the Brexit announcement, which it turns out is the most common version of Brexit, which is probably the reason why we got it 7 times out of 7. There are other possibilities, however, but this is the most common one, and this also explains the points system. So the new work permit rules have been agreed that England is about to leave the EU. The conditions for the rules are listed below. Players, point system based on the following criteria: international appearances, league appearances, club continental competition appearances, club league position, and league reputation. Must wait 120 days before reapplying for a work permit. So there is a point system, and as you can see, you can accumulate points in a variety of different ways, which is very new to me. I did not know that myself before recording this video. So let's have a look at some of the players that we have got through the transfers, and none of these have a work permit so far. We are Tottenham, as you can see, and all of these players here, even Andrea Papetti, who is an Italian player who has who has 6 international caps at the under 21s, hasn't got a work permit, which has not been granted upon signing for Tottenham. So we now have to wait until, as you can see, and we'll go back to that, sorry, so you can quickly see that. We've applied for one lot, and we have to wait until October, we're in July, before we can apply for the next one. So we have tried it, viewers, it was rejected. Many other Wonderkids that we have bought here, you might recognise a few of the names, we won't go through them, but a lot of them are from Argentina and South American countries, and a couple are, like this man, are from Slovenia. So a wide variety of different nations, all without a work permit. So this is what we do. We have basically set up this save right now where we have sent about 75% of the players that we have bought out on loan. 2 different countries. We sent them to some in Spain, some into Portugal, and even some to the United States. And we're going to see exactly how that kind of affects getting a work permit. And within 6 months, viewers, they could play for our club and actually have a work permit accepted. That's how quick this turnaround is. By January, we signed them right now, by January, we could have a work permit. So just to see what we're talking about here, this is all of the 18-year-olds, as you can see here, down to about here, I think is Manuel Ugarte as well, are all the players that we have signed other than Troy Parrott, and we have sent a lot of them out on loan, other than a couple of players who could not get loan deals. Matthias Arezzo, Andrea Papetti, Manuel Ugarte, all going to stay at the club. Now, I know what you're thinking. Yes, it would be easy if they all got first-team football, that they could accumulate these points. We're going to show you something as well which suggests that that is also not the case, and it's probably even easier than what you had imagined. And so we find ourselves on the 4th of January 2022. And we've got a lot of news articles, viewers, and that is because all of the work permits have been granted. Straight away, accepted. So we will go down with the likes of here, Matthias Palacios, application accepted. Every single one so far has been granted a work permit. I say so far, all of them have been granted a work permit. They haven't played international games. He's played one more international here. And this is like the big thing. He plays for Tottenham now. He hasn't made a start for Tottenham. He hasn't even appeared in the youth team. And he's been accepted 6 months later. 6 months later, well, not even 6 months, July to January, 5 months, no games whatsoever for the under-21s. He's played in the European Championship for under-21s this season, which by the time we've seen it, I think was 1 game. And he's managed to get a work permit. As you can see here, he can play for Tottenham now. Work permit granted. Ugarte is another one who stayed at the club, and again, another one who never actually played a game for us, accepted. And Arezzo, finally, the last person who didn't leave the club. Again, not even a game in the youth system, and it was accepted. But of course, we did send a lot of players out on loan, and the outcome was exactly the same, viewers. As we can see here, Krupsi, who, by the way, looks extremely good and is playing really well for Braga. If we go back to our news article, he was one of the men that was granted a work permit. So sending them out to foreign countries to play matches there also works to get a work permit in the UK. And I don't know whether this is a bug. I don't know whether this is how it's going to be in the future. But the 7 simulations we ran to January all came out with the same outcome for Brexit. And every single player that we signed that was rejected a work permit before we sent them out on loan, every single one of them had the work permit accepted 6 months later in the January without even playing a game for Tottenham or going out on loan and playing games in foreign leagues. So I hope this video kind of helps you, because I get a lot of comments in my Wonderkid videos saying there's no point in me watching this video, none of these players will be able to get a work permit in my club. And this is where this video comes in, because yes, you might not get a work permit, but if you still agree to sign them, you can nurture them at the club and they will eventually get a work permit. Or you can send them out on loan, get them some first team experience, which personally I'd be doing anyway for Wonderkids and Regens, and then they can still be granted a work permit 6 months later. It's kind of unlocking the key to something that a lot of people are closing the door on, because nobody wants to sign any Regens or Wonderkids for this factor alone. And that's how easy it is. At the 4th of January 2022, and the reason why it's this late is because Brexit obviously is January 2021. We moved until the summer so that we could send them out on loan, and then they managed to grant their work permits. We signed every single player in that summer transfer window. So if we manage to sign all those players the first season, then when Brexit comes in, that whole 6 months the 5 months between January and May, use that as the time where you're giving these guys game time in other clubs out on loan, or even just in your youth side. That could be the 6 months, and by the second season, work permit agreed, and you can be playing them for your team. So there we go. I hope this video helped. If you like little videos like this, please let me know down in the comments. Please smash the like button if this did help, or you at least found it slightly interesting, and help support the channel. Help that YouTube algorithm. Leave a comment down below if you realise this, or if now you can sign a player. Thank Tom Hines. Just give a little thank you down in the comments. That would be absolutely fantastic. We have plenty more videos coming towards you throughout FM21 as the full game is released very soon. I'm excited. I know you are too. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.